If urban development was a high schooler getting ready to head out on a Friday night, gentrification is the younger sibling mom won't let them leave the house without. Coined in 1960s Britain, Judith Glass used the term to describe the gentry of bougie folks taking over her neighborhood. ThoughtCo quoted a Brookings Institute definition that read, "The process by which higher-income households displace low-income residents of a neighborhood, changing the essential character of the neighborhood." Like so many other social conditions and experiences, gentrification might not be a part of your reality until it is your reality. My very first and very privileged understanding of the concept came about a decade ago, when my mother was driving us along Atlanta and she said, "You know a neighborhood's changing when you see a woman out jogging with a stroller." Unfortunately, today, I'm that woman out with the stroller. My baby, my education. This is Civic Space Park, right across the street from Arizona State's downtown campus. Here, students are enjoying free lemonade and food courtesy of the undergraduate student government. But here, downtown residents have a completely different experience. Lack of affordable housing, displacement, and homelessness. These are all effects of gentrification. If you're a student with a heart and a rigorous course load, engaging in anti-gentrification work probably feels necessary, scary, and overwhelming. Here are two organizations with avenues for a little low-intensity TLC. The Zion Institute was founded by Sean Pearson. From preschools to business incubators, Pearson's foundation serves the community at every stage of life. Staying up on events with social media and applying to their volunteer status is a solid way of getting involved. AZ Hugs is a nonprofit organization in partnership with Arizona Jews for Justice. Founder and poet Austin Davis started filling the personalized needs of people experiencing homelessness by request during the pandemic. Now, Davis is fully committed to the cause. Each organization accepts donations of time and money, but if you want to get specific, AZ Hugs posts those personalized lists of requested items on ArizonaJewsForJustice.org. Gentrification is a multifaceted issue complete with a family tree of additional consequences. That's why considering its perspectives is so overwhelming. Gentrification can cause both physical and mental health complications, little to no access to proper schools and grocery stores, and it can even come in the form of rent hikes, used to rebuild communities with higher income tenants after natural disasters, or to simply drive lower income residents away. If you're one of the only people in America not affected by rent hikes, congratulations. Here's a profound and dramatized example of gentrification's impact. It comes from Netflix's original movie, Concrete Cowboys.
Paris, can I ask you a question? Yeah. How'd you end up in the chair?
A couple years ago, me and my brother went out ride and got into an altercation. Ended up in the hospital. I woke up. He didn't. Bullet shattered my spine. Now I'm spending the rest of my life in this chair, fighting over nothing. Fighting over a corner. And shit, they built the Starbucks right on the corner. Shit we was fighting over. All over nothing.
That snippet serves up 7-course meals for thought. The line that stands out most to me is what Paris said about Starbucks. I mean, his brother lost his life over a plot of land that now houses a Starbucks. That's a turf war no one but the city won. And though I vehemently warn against making generalizations about turf wars and land ownership, no, seriously, don't do that. That's tasteless. The realization that a community or collective space is not only owned by an outside entity, but subject to complete erasure is devastating. That's why creating opportunities for wealth and ownership in smaller and localized communities is more essential than the oils and the diffuser on your nightstand. Counteract gentrification by spending money at local, small, Black, and brown businesses. Events like Vegan Vibes give you access to products from headbands and hoagies to loose leaf teas and Dee Dee owns Just Juice, an organic cold-pressed juice bar. With family inspiration and the support of her best friend, Dee Dee and Just Juice are all about serving the community where they're at. Just Juice patrons help fund its accessibility to the community, cold pressing health and wealth across the valley. Michael is the founder of Faison's Beauty. The company name is an amalgamation of her daughters' names, Faith and Essence. Michael runs the beauty line while her daughters own Faison's Sweets. Michael said opening Faison's allows her to be with her daughters more often while exposing them to financial and entrepreneurial freedom early on in their lives. Michael folds the wealth she attains back into local businesses because she knows keeping money in the businesses of people that live right next door to you preserves the community. Larea is a handmade design and accessory line by Larea. Her transition into entrepreneurship brought new and interesting perspectives on support. Though Larea has struggled to secure familial support for her brand, her customers haven't let her down. The community she's created with customers and other entrepreneurs turns into business. Business turns into influence and capital turns into purchasing power. That purchasing power can be used similar to the way Michael is using hers to curb displacement and create wealth for generations, or it can be used to curb displacement and create wealth through organizations. Newtown Community Development Corporation and Community Land Trust cultivates more affordable housing for people who make less than 80% of the average median income. Executive Director Stephanie Brewer tells me that that's just under $70K for a four-person family. Now, there are more expensive housing options for people who make less than 120% of the average median income. But Brewer says a few figures before or after the comma on your paycheck doesn't guarantee affordable housing. Walk me through the process of getting a home from Newtown CLT as a prospective homeowner who hasn't been through your workshops, but just knows they need a home and they're ready to make that change.
Yes. So the first contact would be to fill out an application online and submit it to our receptionist who gathers all the documents and schedules the appointment. But when you come for the first time, we review your credit. Everything starts with credit. So we want to make sure that people understand what's in their credit report, know how to fix it if it needs to be fixed, or know how to build it if it needs to be built. And we start with an action plan. And then, the client goes off and does their action plan and increases their credit, and we get them moved to the next step. We have clients as quickly as 3 months, or as long as 5 years. It just whatever it's going to take to fix the credit so that you are in a good loan. You're not in a predatory home loan when you finally do get to the point where it's good for you to buy a house. So we go out to the market, we buy houses off the market, we rehab, and then we resell them to individuals making below 80% AMI. Most of our clients, they work 40 hours a week, they work 60 hours a week, They qualify for a mortgage, but there are no houses on the market for what they qualify for. So that's where we come in, because we can sell it arbitrary of market. We hold the land in trust. So when you decide that you're ready to move on, your family grows, you move locations, we buy the house back for what you paid for it, plus 25% of the appreciation. Instead of just offering down payment assistance, and then it gets forgiven, and then the homeowner sells at market, and then it's not affordable anymore. And the community investment's just gone, and it was only affordable to that one family. That's kind of how we're answering that, is with the community land trust.
These types of organizations that allow for people to be like, okay, like life is just lifing right now. Life is just lifing. So this could take 3 months. This could take 5 years. Explain to me kind of that mindset that Newtown has.
We don't like to treat people like that. Everybody has a story. Everybody, is working hard to fix that situation. And then life happens. Like we said, we don't expect you to just take this one path and that's all you're going to be on. I mean, life goes like this, So we try not to be too patriarchal. You're the one paying the mortgage. You want to paint it? Fine. You want a dog? Okay. You want a roommate? We're fine with that. You just have to live there. The requirement is it's owner occupied. We don't allow pools. That's a hard and fast one, because you put a pool in a house and it's automatically not affordable because pools are expensive.
Right.
But,
Okay.
We guarantee that we're buying the house back. So if you're going to do anything major, we need to know, because we also have responsibility to buy the house from you when you decide to sell. So outside of those parameters, your house. To anybody who even thinks about being a homeowner, or who even doesn't think they can be a homeowner, those are the most important people. I'm never going to be able to buy a house. Yes, you can, but you have to start putting in the work now.
I'm heard of that. So thank you so much again for meeting with me. And Stephanie, you have a wonderful rest of your day.
You too, and thank you so much for elevating this issue and solutions. I love solutions.
Thank you. That's the whole point, the whole kit and caboodle.
Yes, we all know the problem, right?
If you or a loved one are facing displacement, look into Newtown CLT. If you're a student looking to get active, plug into Zion Institute and AZ Hugs. And if you're a professional just trying to survive adulting, treat yourself at a small business. No matter how you decide to get involved, make sure you get Cronk.